So when did you know that you wanted to be a pastor?
Yesterday. No. It's funny. It's sort of a gradual process. I knew it was called a ministry of some sort when I was about 14 or 15, but then I thought it was going to be music. I wanted to do rock and roll and do kind of Christian music, and so I moved to Nashville and to pursue that. And then I started studying philosophy and religion while I was there, and enjoyed both of those.
On that, and so to give it more volume, you're going to push it up that way. To turn the volume up in the channel overall, that's a volume control there. And then there's two vocalists right now because we're kind of like.
Sorry, Rocky, can you put me up like one notch, please?
I never thought I wanted to be a minister because it looked like it'd be really boring and dull, and most of the pastors I'd seen were boring and dull. And I thought I just to do that. But what I found out is that doing that, I got to have my hand in a lot of different things. I'd be able to do stuff with music, or I could be as creative as I wanted to as a pastor.
We put in a pretty good practice this week. Okay, here we go from the top to the perfect. 1, 2.
Jesus said, angels have blown the stone away. Sing hallelujah, resurrection day. Tell me you'll never on your way, Lord, on your
So it was in that process. So there wasn't a specific day. I just knew I was called to ministry, and what I did was I would just follow God in each step that He took me. And next thing I know, I'm in a pulpit in the middle of Florida, a place called Fort White, preaching at a church there. And so it was kind of the long. It wasn't. Some people have those overnight boom moments. Mine was this sort of gradual, drawn out thing that I'm still exploring.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Angry, I'm disappointed, I want justice, I want to be thin, I want to be beautiful, I'm afraid. All these different things, and how we respond to them are us responding to something deep inside us. It's a desire to belong. We are wired, we are made to love. We are made to be loved.
I'm Sherry Jackson. I'm in charge of hospitality at South Shore United Methodist Church. As you can see on the tray, today is not really my Sunday. I do get help. I try to recruit people for different Sundays, and today it's the United Methodist Women. As far as hospitality is concerned, I do a lot of different things. A lot of little things fall underneath that category. I'm not really an usher, but I make sure there's plenty of name tags, that everybody knows where the bulletins are. We have a brand new bulletin today that one of our members put together. I'm a greeter. I work at the welcome station. I can run to the office and find you someplace to leave a cold drink for the pastor. So I can be jack of all trades and master of none, but I do enjoy every bit of it, and working here and being a part of the congregation and a part of the church and reaching out to the community.
So, what kind of missionary work does the church do?
What kind of missionary work does the church do?
Yes.
Well, it depends on what you mean by missionary work. I'm going to Yoda you. What do you mean by missionary work? Do you mean international, like going over to other countries, or are you talking about outreach in general?
Outreach in general.
Okay. Well, we do a couple different things. There's the more public things we do is our backpack ministry, which what we do is we work with 3 schools, Core, Summerfield Crossings, and Summerfield Elementary Schools. We work with their principal and their guidance counselors, and they give us names of people who are generally in the below the poverty line for this county, and they're probably getting the part of the free meal at school, but on the weekends they don't have that option. So what we do is we pack extra food for the children so they can get nutrition over the weekend. So that's one of the things that we do.
Now, what exactly do we have inside these bins, ladies? Could you please just give me a brief description?
We have bags of food according to class, kindergarten through 1st grade, 5th grade, and then we put the lids on.
Excellent. And where does the food come from?
Donations.
We get donations?
And we have grants that we can go buy some of it.
Oh, I see. And over here, I see that we also have some backpacks. And now, are the backpacks...
Backpacks are the same as the bags. Some kids get backpacks and they bring them back every week, and some people don't want to have to bring them back, so they just get a bag they can throw away.
Excellent.
We
And
have 3 different schools, that's why there's 3 colors of kids.
And how often do you do these backpacks?
Every week,
Once a week?
once a week. And if there's a week that they don't have school, then we do 2 bags the week before, so that we don't skip any weeks, even like over Christmas and New Year's, they still got food for those weeks too.
Great. And how do you qualify to receive a backpack full of food?
The schools, yes.
The different elementary
From the
schools?
guidance counselors, the administrators, and teachers, they recommend the kids to be recipients, so.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for all of your hard work and efforts that you put into the backpacks ministry, and
Thank you.
have a great day.
So, what's your opinion on the youth program?
What's my opinion on the youth program at our church? Our youth
Yes.
program? I think it's going really well. We have a lot of fun, and I think we are able to teach a lot of good lessons and provide different kind of atmosphere for kids to be themselves, ask questions, to seek questions. And some of the kids are kind of crazy.
Kids are crazy.
They are.
So what do you guys do here?
Well, I'm the children's director for South Shore United Methodist Church, and we have 2 different programs. One at 10 o'clock called SS Family Worship, and then at 11 o'clock, it's only for pre-K through 5th graders, and we call that Deep Blue. Service is lending a hand to help someone else. Let's pray. Hello, Boy Scout. Feel free to come. Join me at the stage. It's a lot of fun because it doesn't feel like you're at school sitting at a desk learning. You're actually learning about God and Jesus in a fun and exciting way. So we do it more like a variety show. Like you would turn on the Disney Channel and see the way that they interact with each other. That's kind of the way that we do it here on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
So what are you doing?
Just sitting here looking fabulous.
I like your hairstyle.
Thank you, me too. It takes a long time to get this ready.
I know.
Yes. So, you're probably asking what I'm doing backstage with this ridiculous wig on my head, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll go ahead and ask the questions too. So, basically what we do here every Sunday is, we call it SS Family Worship. It used to be called Family Experience. This is where our children's ministry, the heart and soul, kind of comes in and we energize everybody. We have a show that we put on each week that has dancing, acting, it's got skits, we're at crazy, but it's a biblical message, and each month we have one basic kind of message. We call it a life hack.
What's this about?
Ooh, yeah, this is our cheating screen. So, when the show is going on, which you can kind of see here, we've got this stuff that's going on out here. Sometimes we have to sit backstage and we're waiting for our time to come on. So, we have the script up here so we can follow along, so we can hear the actors out on stage.
Also, what are these names on these walls?
Okay, yes, this is our wall of fame. Every part of like a production that you do, I mean, there's several different sides to it. So we have the actors that are on the stage. We also have our tech team. These are all of the people who have served on our tech team. They're the ones that run the lights, that run the sound, that keep the script going for us, so that whoever's on stage doesn't just sit there and go, because we're up here every single week. We don't have time to memorize all of our lines each week.
Yeah.
So then this is our regular cast. So we've got like the host, the comic host. These are all the people that have currently or have played characters. And then when we have to call people in for special guests, you know, like if they want to come up on stage and play a bit part for like one week, so we kind of throw, you know, so that way it's immortalized, if you will. So then people come back. It's kind of a little fun thing we do. Then the rest of this room is basically all of our props and costumes that we use each week. So
Cool. Thank you.
you're welcome.
That actually sounds amazing. Is there any other worship ceremonies that you are in charge of, or that you have any participation in making?
Oh, very interesting. Actually, yes, we put on several events throughout the year. Breakfast with the Easter Bunny. We have an Easter egg hunt for children up to age 10. We have breakfast with Santa at Christmas time, and we get photos with Santa. And then in the summertime, we have Vacation Bible School, and that is also for kids from kindergarten to 5th grade.
That sounds amazing. It must be a lot of fun for you guys, and it also must be a lot of fun for the little kids. I'm betting many people like it.
Yes, I feel that a lot of kids actually ask their parents to bring them to church so they don't miss it. So, I mean, I think that's a score if you ask me.
Honestly, it's a score.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Pass the potatoes.